Very good Thursday morning to you, model railroaders and rail fans alike. There, uh, the calendar has changed, and guess who's on there? This is Big Boy 4014 with Mr. Ed Dickens at the reins. And it says Evanston, Wyoming, return of the big boy. And we got our Milwaukee, the shell on the bottom of it was basically trash, so I cut that all out, but I kept that there so I can show you guys that. And this is our Milwaukee fuel with the red lithium. CP 2.0, and the CP, if you look there, it's kind of the lower end, but it still does pretty good. And then you've got XC, and then you got the big dog, which is HD. Home Depot has got some pretty good prices. And earlier I showed you, or one of my videos, I showed you my Platinum Tools. Let's turn this so you guys can see this. My ergo crimper. And so we made up a video just for the ergo. Because of the way I had the video or way I had the camera, it kind of looked like it was a little smaller than what I usually do. So, but anywho, or anyhow, like Uncle Vinny used, that always says it. Uncle Vinny says anyhow. We got a couple things, and let's turn this, see if we can turn this off so we can tame that down a little bit, and I can show you guys my, let's put that there to where you guys can see my Milwaukee rapid charger, and I explained that earlier. The model number, and it might show the model number there, is a cat number 48-59-1808. That's a $79 charger, and it is capable of charging in about 45 minutes to 50 minutes the M12s, and you can see M12 right there, and the M18s. Usually what you plug in first is what starts charging first, then the second battery takes over. Like if you put the M12 in, it's going to take off and charge it first. This is my Milwaukee Surge, which is basically a hydraulic driver. It runs this area right here. This business end of the driver is ran in oil, so that when you're driving your fasteners in and stuff like that, it doesn't it doesn't beat you to death. I mean, it doesn't. The oil kind of gives, helps the shock a little bit, and it don't take very long to put a fastener in. This is an M18. If you look down here, if I press this little button right here, you can see she's fully charged. Do her again, and then if I do this, she's on 3, and you also see the light up there coming on. And then if I go here, that's on self-tapping, and that's number 1. Usually I keep her on number 1, and so we'll turn her this way a little bit so the light don't shine in my face. And we've got her on to where she's turning to turn the fastener in, and you can see the fastener is turning pretty good. It does just maybe there might be a little wobble in it, but not too bad. It's pretty well straight. Now I just have the I have the magnetic adapter on here. Of course, I've got bits that once that light goes out, I've got bits that will just pop right in there, and instead of using this magnetic holder with a little bit here, I can just pop in a regular bit or a longer bit, and I can show you those guys here in just a second. Let me pause and I'll show you. Okay, guys and gals, here's my one Milwaukee, and I tell you what, I'm gonna start looking at those pack out stuff, especially the ones that's got the drawers. The pack out boxes have actually, and I'm sorry if I'm turning here on you guys, the pack out boxes have actually got some of them have got drawers. They got like a 2 drawer and they got a 3 drawer, and they are on roller bearing. They're about $130, and if you look here, if this didn't want to fall on me, let me get this to where I can get her popped up. There she goes. There's one of my tall extensions, or my extensions that lock the bit in. There's one of my longer Phillips extensions. There's an extension there. There's another extension here. This is some of my older Phillips stuff that I got back in when I was buying them at Sears. Here's my number. Let's see. This is my number 2 and number 1. And then as you look there, you can see my Torx bits. I've got a couple of the, the nut adapters and these here. And there's my flat screws, and the different screws are different screws, different things for different applications. And you can see here, and these are pretty simple. Sometimes they're pretty simple to bend these up. Sometimes they don't want to go, but sometimes they will. And you can see this right here. This is one of the tools that you can get where you got your flat on one side and your Phillips on the other side. That's a number 2. And then these here just move. You move this. Let's see, we get her to move forward here. Now we'll pop this down over on her side. Sometimes she likes to go. Sometimes she likes to be a little tight, which that's kind of what I want. Is I want it a little tight. Of course, I don't like these things flying out at me. I don't like that. But okay, there's down. That's down. And like I say, there's this, and then I'll show you my drill bits. And these can go in pack out boxes in the can there. And we'll go additional, just probably another segment here. And we'll I don't know if you've seen the old okay, these are my drill bits. These drill bits I bought at Rose Motor. These are definitely made in the USA. These are trying to think of the name. I will get the name of these bits, these drill bits. They're very good quality. I want to say they're Hanson, but I don't think they're Hanson. These drill bits and the others that they make have been out for years, and I wanted these because of the to go into the 1/4-inch drivers, and to go definitely into my drill. And I guarantee you what, this bit right here that you see my finger on, and it's very, very sharp. I've used this to drill many holes in that tabletop over there to to put my Kato power rail joiners in. And then I just have one of these in here sitting in there with it. But we'll go into another video here, so follow along, please. Well, I might not have to follow along. I might have to just, might be able to go a little bit longer, I thought this would stop at 10, so may have a different setting on here. So, I say I might be able to go a little bit longer on this, but I'm not going to go too long. But on this particular box, this has got a little screw where you can thread a screw into it. And like I say, if you put this in a pack-out box, you can drill a hole and run the screw up to this, or into the back of this, and this will stay in place. I've seen a lot of guys take these and separate this here and this here, and they'll put these in their pack-out boxes. And some of them pack-out boxes are pretty awesome. And I was going to get me a bag, and I decided to go ahead and get my ergo crimper. But we'll lock that down and put this over here, and we'll kind of show you what this 1/4-inch driver can do. Now, let's see if I can do this. Now, right now, I've got this set on number 1, and I think, let's take a look. Let's see here. Let's give her a little. Yep, she's on 1. Okay. Now, with these particular screws that I have here, they're just a short. I guess you call it self-tapping screw or whatever. That they're probably more of a sheet metal screw, but I tend to use these on these wood here because I like the. Let's see if I can get her locked. There we go. Let's see if we can put this to where you guys can see it here. I tend to use these because of the flat, washer built into the fastener. But if I just take this like this, and you can see that just comes right out, and you can see the screw right in there. So if I take this and I go like this, you're going to see that this is in there. And I'm going to put this in a new spot like this. And I'm going to try to do this to where this goes straight in. Some guys do it angled, but I don't really want to do that. But if I take this and I go, it just sounds like what it's doing, it sounds like when they're putting on a fastener on a rim, like a steel rim, you hear that. So this is actually turning that in there, and then it gives it a little bit of a whatever in that. But I guarantee you what, it don't take long to turn these screws. Let's see if this is. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can. There we go. Okay, probably see that. Right like that. So we'll turn this. We got her to where she'll pull out. I don't really got to give her that much, and then all I got to do is just, when I want to zip her back in, all I got to do is just do this, and let's do this. We don't need all that light on there, so we can just do this. And she's in. And so, and the more you turn that up, the more she zips them in. I mean, she can flat. These M18s and M12s can flat put those screws in there. And that's what I was saying, that is nice. Sorry for the foot. Let me pause here just a second. Okay. Back to where we was at here. What's nice, I mean, they just get the job done. And this is my this is my M18, and we're gonna pause one. Okay, we remove the went ahead and removed that out of the drive here, and I'll show you my, I'll get my drill out here. Let's see here. This is my box in here, and this is where my red lithium 4.0 battery is hooked into my M12. And I've also got a 6.0, I think. Yeah, I think I got the 6.0 battery over there. And so, okay, this is basically, this is the M12, and this is the hammer drill. Right now, I got her set on position 2. So, you know, this is like when I was drilling. I'll show you over here. When I was drilling these tracks, and you can see those screws right there. Like, let's kick this on. When I was drilling those screws right there into that plastic, I just wanted to go slow and easy. I mean, real easy. I didn't want to tear up anything. I wanted to go slow, smooth, and very easy. Well, I turned that down to number 2. And I just barely turned the drill. I mean, I didn't even hardly give it any effort. And it spun the hole. I made the hole just a little bit bigger, and it did fine. To where I could put those screws down into the wood to fix that track like I wanted. Like I say again, this is my M12. I got her set on number 2, and we'll let you hear the drill here. Let's see. I'll cover this light. This light is sometimes just a little too much. And I can see if I can do this with this hand and turn or pull it with this one. And you can see when I do this, you can see that she's got four bars there. So when I turn her this way, you can see again. When I got this drill, or when I got the very first kit, the bag was messed up. And so I asked him out there at Home Depot. I said, "Hey, what do I do?" I said, "This bag's messed up. I can't even zip it. Closed. Sorry for my leg here." I said, "I couldn't even zip it closed." And they said, "Well, just bring the whole thing back and we'll replace it." Well, I brought it back. And when I, let's see if I can get to, okay, maybe now I can open the chuck, maybe. Let's see, there she goes. When the chuck was open, or when I got to looking at it, this is the chuck on mine. And the chuck that came with the second kit, and I don't know why Milwaukee done this, but this here, right here, and let me turn this back down, maybe it'll be easier to see. This all right here was absolutely boogered up. I mean, you couldn't even turn the, and bring the teeth out to grab onto your bit. I mean, it was so boogered up, messed up. I don't even know what Milwaukee was thinking. I could not believe that they were actually selling, excuse my language, shit like that. I mean, I try not to cuss too much on the, when I'm doing these videos, but God almighty, it's just like absolute shit. I mean, crappy stuff. They shouldn't even been, of course, all it would have been had to be done is basically, I guess, unbolted the chuck and replaced it with a new chuck. But I thought, I paid what I paid for this. I'm gonna show them guys, and they seen it and they looked at it, and they was, I mean, the guys that were working in the, and one of the guys had been there working in there for a long time, and he was absolutely appalled. Not at me, he was appalled at the way it looked, and he said, "Hey, I'm absolutely gonna find you one that the chuck spins perfectly, in a circle. I mean, when it's spinning perfectly centered, perfectly centered." He said, "There ain't gonna be none of this, none of this, and none of this messed up." He said, "We're gonna get you a good one." And I've had, I've done, little drilling with this, not a whole bunch. I mean, she looks like she's still brand new, not dirty, not, I keep my stuff up real good. I keep it wrapped in, in my bag, when I put it in my bag. So I take care of it. Even the one that I had from a couple years ago, I done the same thing. I took care of it. I mean, I stuck it in its bag. I put it up. When I drilled. When I was done, I put it up. Made sure it was cleaned off, and cleaned the dust off of it. I'm just picky. I mean, I've always been that way. And the only little, it's not really a gripe. I mean, it can actually, if you look at my hand is a little, yeah, I mean, it's small, so trying to grip this thing sometimes it's like gripping a big old, and it's because that M12, pieces fitting up inside there, so they had to make this a little thicker. Well, if you look at the M18s, this grip is more to like my hand can be, right here, and it's it's just to where you can grip it, and it's because the battery, mounts down here, right down here, and so everything is down here. This is a little thinner, and it kind of you can grab a hold of it a little bit better, but over the two, I mean, they're both, absolutely awesome, and I've always had Milwaukee. I mean, I've always been a Milwaukee person. My uncle was a Milwaukee guy. I mean, the tools that he bought, and I think he had some of the first introduction, ones with the batteries and stuff like that, but he always had the corded ones. And I'd go out there, and he said, "You don't buy anything unless you buy Milwaukee." He said, that's what you buy. You buy a Milwaukee tool, and he said, you're getting quality. Well, sometimes, yeah, you are getting quality, and then sometimes you're getting, and I guess that's with anything. Of course, the very first Milwaukee set I got was not the brushless. Oh Lord, them things. Or no, I bought a DeWalt set, and it had the brushes in it. Them things absolutely stunk terrible. I mean, it made me do like I am now. It made me want to hurl. I mean, I just couldn't stand the smell of that. And of course, I learned, well, you can buy brushless, and then of course I thought, but I'm gonna stick with Milwaukee because I've had it in the past. I had Milwaukee quarter drills, and they always did really good. My dad's had them in the past too, and so with this here, my M12 and my M18 and my new supercharger or rapid charger, I'll tell you what, you can't beat what you have. And then these these boxes that I've got my stuff in. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, I kind of talked a little bit about it, and I'll show some more additional stuff that I do with it. And hope you guys watch as I'm trying to do it. It's kind of hard to hold the phone, and do, until I can get something that can, a little gyro device that, that can hold the phone and let it do its thing while I'm, doing stuff like some of you guys are doing. I mean, it's pretty neat how you guys got those gyro, holders, and you got those things like that hold the phones and stuff, and and you kind of see your guys' self, doing what you're doing, and I'm still holding my phone and trying to wing it, like, I guess, old school. But this stuff is pretty good stuff. Good quality, and here's the number. Cat number on this is 2760-20, and the cat number on this, let's see if we can show you this here. This is cat number 2504-20. And and like I say, it now see, since I've got this on 2, watch this when I start this out. It's gonna start real slow, and she'll go. Now watch this when I'm going full throttle, like a drag racer. She goes, okay, give me a minute, I'm trying to catch up to you. And whereas when I've got her on the selection on down, she's just gonna take right off. But when you first kick her up, she's just kind of slowly catching up with you. But I tell you what, good tools, very, very good tools. And this over here is my that's my 6.0 battery. I got that free when I got the kit. I got that 6.0 battery free. That was a pretty good bargain. So guys, I'm gonna let you go. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday, and as we get closer to the 4th, please be safe. Don't go out there and get hurt. I know it's fun to to pop those firecrackers, and sometimes it's fun to throw them at each other. And I mean, I done that back in my day when I was wangy and a little stupid. People do that. I used to love shooting bottle rockets when you could buy bottle rockets, and I remember those days. You'd take them things and you'd stick them in a Coke bottle, Dr. Pepper bottle, and you'd light them. They'd take off or whatever, and then they'd pop in the air. And I mean, people loved bottle rockets, and I did. I mean, that was my favorite, was taking and lighting a bottle rocket and watch that thing shoot off, and then it would pop in the air. And then, of course, seeing the ones that shoot off colors and stuff, I mean, I like that, but I just got out of it. I mean, and seeing so many people get hurt, and people losing their fingers, and stuff like that. People's eyes getting, people's eyes getting hurt, and sometimes losing their eye because, they thought this thing was going to not go off, and it went off. And, and guys have reached down there thinking that deal is not going to do anything. And then next thing you know, it's either burning their finger off or blowing a deal in their hand. And I don't know if they have M80s and stuff like that anymore or not, or those cherry bombs, but man, them things were something else. My dad and them used to love them back in the day. They used to throw them in toilet stools and stuff like that and let the toilets blow up, or in the porta pots or whatever, and that they got a kick out of it. But anyway, guys and gals, I'm gonna let you go. Please, if you have not joined my channel, please join my channel. Subscribe if you have. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment, give us a like, thumbs up, ring the bell. We thank you for watching. Take care. RDA in scale. Good morning to y'all. We'll see ya.